Hey guys, Jeff doing a home improvement tip for you today on the your dryer vent. So your dryer vent, of course, goes from your electric or gas dryer outside, and you have a lint trap inside your dryer. But a lot of stuff gets through if the lint trap is not fully seated in place. When you take it out, some lint falls in there, and a lot can accumulate if you do the amount of laundry that most families do. So in my case, we had just a flexible hose here, which I don't love them. I'm going to actually change that to a rigid pipe when I remodel this room, but I wanted to show you kind of the quick steps to do this at home. So it's just a flathead screwdriver, and your dryer hose, you'll see, has these metal rings around it on each side. That flathead screwdriver around the attachment on the dryer and on the wall. In my case, my dryer attachment is right there. You can see that. And over here is on my walls over there. You can see that. So we had a lot of debris on the floor we clean up, and we do it every year or so. We really clean, but it still gets gross. Now, the reason you want to do this is if your clothes aren't drying great, sometimes there's a little odor to them still, even after a full cycle. Your vents are probably clogged. Now, I've checked my outside vent already, and that seems good. So now I'm gonna, I used to blow out with my lawn and leaf blower from the inside out. And one time I blew off the outside vent, so don't do that. But I am going to blow out the hose with my leaf blower outside. I'll clean out the hose that way. But then I'm going to take a flexible vacuum. I've got a small shop vac here, and go up that pipe, up in the wall as far as I can, and as far as I can back into the dryer, right down there in that dryer vent, as far as I can right there. I'm going to vacuum all that out. So that's of course on the hole. You see a hole. You should have a hole like that on the ground. I've taken out my tray because I'm about to remodel this room. But your washer should be sitting in a tray, like a cookie sheet of sorts, with a hole that has a pipe plumbed to a floor vent. That if that ever leaks, now they trickle, they don't burst open. But I used to see them on home inspections. I would see these have leaked up. Pools of water under the washer because people didn't know this, because they can leak really slow and it would rot out the floor. It could rot out the floor. So I've taken mine off, so I'm running the risk now if I have a leak. These are newer units, so I don't think that I will. But make sure your washer is inside of a washer pan that either has a moisture alarm. I've got moisture alarms down there on the floor. So if you do have a trickle or a leak, it'll go off audibly, an audible alert. But of course, long-term, the requirement is, and I used to catch this on every third home inspection, especially in condos and stacked living. I was really surprised that the condo didn't require the unit above 201. I didn't require 301 to have a pan. And it's because if that leaks, it's going into 201, not into 301, right? So I'm really surprised at that. But one out of three didn't have it. It was always something I noted within home inspections. And the trays are about $35 or $40, and of course you have to pipe them to a drain. Worst case, you don't pipe them and you put a water alarm in the pan. You can at least be notified that there's a leak occurring, and you can remedy it before it leaks onto your floor and fills up the pan. The pans are generally sized where a load of laundry will not overflow the pan. Although there's some new low-profile ones where water will overflow. So just do your research, but you really should have that. But if you haven't cleaned out your dryer vent in the last couple years, you should do it. It can lead to inefficient use of your dryer. Can lead to a fire hazard too. Some dryers are so strong they can put so much heat in there that there have been situations where, well, you attract pests for one thing because it's so warm and cozy. But this can be a fire hazard too. So something to look into. Thanks. Bye.